Tuesday and Wednesday both will be partly sunny. High on Tuesday 77 to 79, high on Wednesday 79 to 82. We can expect showery weather Thursday afternoon through Thursday evening. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Tune in to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors, Sunday mornings at 8 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Listen Sunday mornings at 8 to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors.
Our firm offers insurance services.
Here is exciting news from the College of Central Florida. On Tuesday the 9th at 8:35 a.m., Dr. Raffle Robinson from CF will be Tom's guest to tell us about enrollment for spring, the virtual application night, and open house. Be sure to tune in to learn how you can further your education in a field you love. Again, that's Tuesday the 9th at 8:35 for higher education happenings. This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. It's hour number 3 on a Monday, November 8th. This is Veterans Week. Veterans Day will be Thursday, 11 a.m. on 11/11. It was Armistice Day, but now, as we all know, it is Veterans Day. It was the time where the peace was, the armistice, the ceasefire was done to end the war, to end all worlds, World War I. November 11th at 11 a.m. We will be celebrating Veterans Day as we do every year here, and this year it falls on a Vets Helping Vets Thursday, so looking forward to that show. It'll be a really, really good day here as we honor our veterans, because freedom isn't free, folks. Maybe you'd learn that in civics, too, if you started teaching civics again. Hey, kudos to the Ocala Police Department. 3 people were arrested from a traffic stop. They were patrolling the 2700 block of West State Road 40 earlier last week. There was a BMW that appeared to have too dark tint on the windows. Ralph Kenneth Richardson was pulled over. He told law enforcement he knew the tent was too thick. Sure enough, when they looked at it, the tent was illegal. As they were reviewing his driver's license, a canine officer was called just to check the vehicle. On the scene, the dog detected drugs. Sierra James and Thomas Morris Jr. and Richardson were all asked to get out of the car. The vehicle was searched. 7 separate sealed vacuum bags that had 7 pounds of methamphetamines and 1.2 pounds of marijuana were seized. Richardson of Salt Springs told officials in an interview he knew about the drugs that were in the vehicle. He was detained, charged with trafficking meth over 200 grams and possession of marijuana over 20 grams. Now, Sierra James was asked if she had any weapons on her. She said she had a firearm in a black bag. The bag was searched. Inside was a gun and 2 plastic bags of meth. She did have a valid permit to carry the gun. She could not do so while committing a felony. She was charged possession with meth and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. Morris Jr. told authorities he too was armed. A firearm was located in one of his pockets. 44-year-old Fort McCoy man said he did not have a concealed weapons license. Officials said the man does have a weapons license, but it expired 2016. He was charged with not having a concealed carry permit. They were taken to the Marion County Jail for booking. Morris has been released on $2,000 bond. Same record shows James posted her $7,000 bond and was released from the lockup. Richardson's bond, though, is set at $205,000. He's still in jail. But a traffic stop over bad tint led to a significant amount of methamphetamines, over 200 grams of methamphetamine, 7 pounds of meth, and 1.2 pounds of marijuana off the streets. And, you know, I'm a reformed addict, so there's nothing worse than a reformed addict than, you know, it's like a reformed smoker. A reformed smoker can't stand anybody that smokes or anything. Reformed addict, you know, getting the meth off the streets. Stop people from, you know, having sores on their face and losing their teeth. Or killing people by mixing it with fentanyl. But the Ocala Police Department, in a routine traffic stop where the guy admitted, my tent's too thick. That's why crooks are dumb. And believe me, I was the dumbest criminal there was. I was a coke addict that hung out with the police like I had nothing to lose. With the police on a regular basis. They were all my friends. Me holding drugs the whole time like a dummy. We've talked about it numerous times on the show, how it saved my life, though. Maybe this saves these people's lives. Who knows? But if you're riding around with 7 pounds of meth and 1.2 pounds of marijuana, you probably shouldn't do it in a vehicle with blacked out windows. It's like people go, I don't know why I got pulled over and got a DUI. We pulled you over because your front headlight wasn't working. Then we subsequently found out you were DUI after we pulled you over. That's what happened here. They pulled him over for their tent being too dark. Blacked out windows. The guy readily admitted, I know that they're illegal. Now, I know there's some people that go, well, Tom, what was the probable cause to bring the canine? It was a lawful traffic stop. Once the stop's there, you use every tool in your bag that you can. If there was a canine available, you know, what's to hurt? If the canine goes around the car and doesn't alert on anything, then you just send the guy away for either a ticket or a warning for his tent being too much. If you ain't got nothing to hide, why do you worry? Well, these people had something to hide, yet they were driving a car that was primed to be pulled over because it had a problem. But that's why criminals aren't very smart. That's how they get busted, and that's how 7 pounds of meth come off the street. Kudos, good job to the officers who made the arrest. That I get 7 pounds of methamphetamines off the streets. That's 7 pounds of methamphetamines that you don't know what's in it, whether fentanyl was in it. You don't know what the chemical composition was. How many countless lives are being saved by that methamphetamine being off the street? Tom, 7 pounds will be replaced by 14. Yeah, but that's not 21 pounds. It's only 14 pounds because 7's off the street. All because somebody was rolling dirty with bad window tinting. So I do Dumb Crook every Friday because there's a plethora of them out there. A plethora. And this seems to fit the bill. But kudos to the Ocala Police Department for getting 7 pounds of methamphetamine and 1.2 pounds of marijuana off the street so that people don't have access to it here in Marion County. We'll be right back after this timeout. You listen to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
If you've been waiting for camellia time, your wait is officially over at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. They're ready with thousands of budded and blooming sun and shade-loving camellias at prices starting as low as $15.99